Under his belt there are not only unheard of 23 awards, but also 6 serious wounds. The number of light wounds cannot be counted. Kochetkov didn't accept retirement until he was very old, continuing to fight when he was already over 90 years old. From his childhood, Vasily was under the military department, thanks to his father, a soldier. From a very young age his character was hardened, which is why he grew up to be a man who could not sit idly by when there was a war going on. For the first time in the army Kochetkov was in 1811, and baptism of fire awaited him later, during the Patriotic War. He met the French at Borodino, conquered abroad, the Battle of Leipzig. He was also directly involved in the capture of Paris. The first awards from the Tsar were not long in coming. And again the war, the first captivity. It seems that history knows no more brave and fearless fighter than Vasily Kochetkov. He was a member of the Pavlovsky regiment that brought victory to Russia in the battle against the Turks in 1829, and then in the territory of Poland, from 1830 to 1831, took part in the storming of Warsaw. The year 1840 was more difficult for Basil. He was sent to the Caucasian lands. Skirmishes with Highlanders were commonplace, where Kochetkov suffered his first 2 serious wounds. These were a bullet in the neck, passed through, and a shrapnel that shattered his shin. Having recovered health, Vasily still did not want to sit tight and went further. The battle for the Aul Dargo followed, where at the age of 55 he could be taken prisoner because of another serious wound. After recovering in a little less than 10 months, he successfully escaped from there. The award, George of the 4th degree. Kochetkov did not sit idle for long. Having returned to his native land in 1849, he already went to pacify the rebellious Hungarians. According to all the rules, he was supposed to go to the officers, and after he successfully passed the examinations, Vasily takes the only right decision, to refuse. The reasons are unknown, but in 1851 he resigned. It did not last long. At the age of 66 he takes up arms again and goes to war now on the territory of Crimea. The enemy is on the territory of Sevastopol. Attacks are made one after another. The defense of the Kornilov bastion is in progress. And again, a serious wound, a shrapnel. By the personal order of Alexander II, he finds himself in the Dragoon regiment. But he does not want to sit idly by, which is why he asks the emperor personally to send him on. So he found himself in Central Asia, and was one of the men to whom Kaufmann's march through the arid desert succumbed. But even as an old man, he did not stop and went to fight again. Vasily Kochetkov is already 92 years old. His Slavic brothers need help. A volunteer corps with him goes to the Russian-Turkish War. From 1878 to 1879 he spends fighting back against the Turks. At the age of 93 years old is not inferior to anything young, engaged in the defense of Shipka Pass. There, during the defense, loses one leg. But he did not retire, remaining a Tsarist grenadier. Vasily Kochetkov's glorious history ends at the age of 107. He lived and fought under 3 emperors, was in every existing branch of the military, and fought so bravely that he could be called the most legendary soldier who ever lived.